Hey, I'm Will Sayer from MovieWeb. It's great to meet you, Paul.
Good to meet you, Will. How you been?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm excited to talk about this movie. I think a lot of people hate doing press, but I always like it if I'm actually proud of the movie, how it's turned out. This is one that I had fun making and feel good about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and you should be proud. I can't wait for everyone else to see it. And it's a fun movie. Michael's like working his magic, but he's just trying to provide for his family back. So I was curious, given all that, what are you most excited for viewers to take away from this movie and from your character, I guess?
Yeah, I think I'm really excited to give people a fun time capsule piece. This is the pre-cell phone world, the pre-internet world. This is very much a lot of people were watching the show when it happened. There weren't as many distractions and choices back then. So this was a big story, and it still echoes in the thematic annals of history throughout the future because it's talking about the American dream. And I want the house with the wife and the kid. And what's interesting is I think some people can't help themselves. They can justify it by saying, "I'm doing this for my family," but it's like, are you? Like, it's you already have the family. You just probably have to work a 9 to 5 job and be content with mediocrity. I don't think he was content with that. And I think he was a bit of a gambling addict. He liked the thrill, kind of like those Enron guys. You become like a thrill junkie, and so he clearly had some of that going on and was pretty wayward in being a grifter rather than a father and husband. But I
Or
also sympathize with him, empathize uh, over the fact that he probably just had a chip on his shoulder, a chip on his spirit, and he was trying to prove something too.
Yeah, absolutely. And between this movie and then going back to like Richard Jewell and even Blackbird, do you find one approach preferable in terms of portraying, a real life figure or, playing one of the exciting fictional characters that you've played over the years? Is there one you like better?
Uh, I always call it cheating when I do a true story. You have just a wealth of help,
Yeah,
photos, videos, real life people you can call on who can speak to the person or the time.
yeah,
I really kind of like playing real people because of that.
yeah,
But I will say that playing, fictional people, when I do pull that off, it's very satisfying because you know that you had to do more work than normal. You had to really fill in some gaps and spaces and adapt and marry a choice and know that you can't divert from that choice mid performance. That
yeah.
can be kind of scary and risky.
Yeah, yeah. Done a little acting in my day, and yeah, it is scary to put it mildly.
Yeah.
And on that note, of course, a lot of folks are excited to see you in the new Fantastic Four movie. I was curious, was it ex what you maybe expected in terms of working on a Marvel movie? Do you hope to return? Was it all you hoped and dreamed for, do you think?
I don't think I could have been asked to do a cooler Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It had a chip on its shoulder and spirit going in, knowing there were a couple iterations that didn't really work for most people. And I think Marvel is in a transitionary phase right now. I don't think that's some big secret. And I feel like this movie is going to be part of the success of that transition and kind of ringing a bell for the transition. As far as the character, I enjoyed playing the character. Thought the writing was great. The cast felt really lovable and succinct. And more than anything, I never know now if whether even if a character dies, they get brought back because of the quantum realm of all the things. So it's like could my character come back? Definitely could. Never say never with Marvel, but I selfishly would like to come back because I really love that cast and crew and think it's a big privilege to be in that world and know that there is such an emotional investment globally for those types of stories.
Course. And then, of course, I mean, one of my favorite classic movies is Naked Gun. So, I mean, working with Liam Neeson, I was curious if, I mean, looking back on that experience, I can't wait to see it. How do you think, your film sort of stands up against the original, if you had to
Yeah,
say?
we were really trying to nail the tone. Akiva Schaffer, our director, was very tuned into what the Zucker brothers accomplished with that type of comedy, and I think we honor it in a real way, the same way that Cobra Kai honors the Karate Kid
Yep.
and the source material. I think I had the feeling we did a good job in honoring our source material, Naked Gun. And there aren't that many people that would fearlessly walk into that Leslie Nielsen type role, and Liam did it incredibly well, and had times where he made me break character because he's just doing the deadpan thing that he's able to do with action and intensity. But what the content of what he's saying is so ridiculous. There were times where they yelled cut and it was like letting a balloon out, where I was just like, oh my God, just an exhausted laughter because you're trying to keep it together during the take.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. But yeah, I can't wait to see that. And you mentioned Cobra Kai. I mean, your character was always so laugh out loud whenever he stepped on. I was sad to see that show wrap up. But of
Uh,
course, I mean, would you welcome the opportunity to do more with it? I loved seeing him at the end as the series was winding down. I mean, would you like to do more with that in that global
yeah,
universe?
if Sony and Netflix came together as a dual producer on like a Stingray movie or something, direct to Netflix, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I think Sony was interested in doing a Stingray movie. I think that was like a real possibility, um, we need the full force of Netflix on board to really make it sing and give people what they need. So
of course.
we'll see. I'm open to it.
Of course. And I just wanted to mention I'm also, and not just saying this, I'm a huge, my dad and myself are huge Bruce Springsteen fans. I was curious if
Yeah.
in real life, are you a Bruce Springsteen fan, before signing on to the movie, and if you have a go-to track
I
or anything
no,
like
I came to Bruce late. I grew up with Billy Joel. That was kind of my guy.
that?
And it wasn't until my mid to late 20s that I even discovered Bruce Springsteen. I didn't know his music that much, and I love it. So it was an honor to be in the film, honor to meet Bruce. He was on set all the time. I couldn't believe how often we got to hang out with him and ask him questions and have him speak into the performance and the choices. It was great. He was a real producer on that movie. He really did the work and showed up and had no ego about it, or at least he didn't show it to me.
Yeah,
I loved working with him, and for me, we focused on the Nebraska album throughout that film in particular. But my favorite album of his by far is Thunder Road.
oh yeah.
Is it called Thunder Road or Born to Run?
Well, I mean, his iconic song is Thunder Road. I guess I can't remember if
What's the
that's the
name of that album
album.
though? Is it
Right.
Born to Run?
Oh yeah, yeah, it is Born to Run. Yeah.
The album is called Born to Run.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, from 77 or something. But that album, I can listen to it front to back every day of my life. To me, it's up there with the Rumors album for Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. That was 75, and yeah, Thunder Road was number 3 on that. Yeah, such a great album. But yeah, I can't wait to see that. And in the meantime,
Yeah.
of course, I mean, phenomenal work in The Luckiest Man. And like I said, I
Thank you.
can't wait for everyone else to see it. So congratulations.
Thank you, man. Tell Dad I said hello, and
Yeah,
I
I
hope
will.
he, I hope you two see it together in theaters this autumn when it comes out.
Yeah, I would love to. He's gonna cry and but
Yeah, I'll have a good cry there too. I'll be with him in spirit.
right. All right. Well, thanks, Paul. Take care.